Hey folks, Tesla and Ford just teamed up to alter how their vehicles charge in North America. It's a big deal and it's written all over the media because it's pretty random, I think. Ford is going to use Tesla's charging plug. So there's a couple of things to this, so watch to the end. It is interesting. The charging plug is now called the NACS, and it's the North American Charging Standard, and it's in their upcoming EV models. So the interesting part is that Ford EV owners will actually be able to use the Tesla's superchargers network using a special adapter. How cool is that? So, when can you remember when Tesla made the headlines last year when they opened up about its secret charging connector? They wanted to make it the go-to standard for North America. We weren't entirely convinced that it would work, considering the existence of the CCS standard, which was pretty popular, I think. But we were wrong, actually. Tesla just signed a major partnership with Ford, and Ford dropped the news recently, announcing that their collaboration with Tesla is happening. They're teaming up to give Ford EV owners really good access to the supercharger network too. So Tesla had already started welcoming non-Tesla EVs to use their superchargers using an adapter called the Magic Dock. But now Ford is stepping up their game, I reckon, and they're saying that their EVs or EV owners will have direct access to the entire supercharger network with the special adapter made just for them. It gets better than this though. So cars from 2025 will be able to just go to a Tesla supercharger without an adapter. You will be able to just plug it into your Ford. So that's pretty cool, I reckon. Ford EV customers will be able to charge up at over 12,000 Tesla superchargers across the United States, and that's 12,000 now, so it will be more, I reckon, in the future. I'm not sure how much by, actually. If you know, put it in the comments. And the Blue Oval Charge Network, Ford's existing charging network, already has over 10,000 DC fast chargers around the US. So you can imagine why Ford EV owners are pretty keen about this. They're pretty happy. So thank you to anybody who has joined on Patreon or YouTube memberships. It's a huge deal. I'm trying to do this as my job every day. Or anybody that has thought about buying me a coffee on the website, Buy Me a Coffee. Links for these are in the description below, and it enables me to do what I love to do the most, which is making these videos for you, which takes a crazy amount of time to research so thoroughly. So I'm not just reading stuff on a website and then putting it in my videos. I really research a lot of this, and I contact manufacturers directly, and I confirm and validate lots of information, and I go to the website and I spend hours on these videos. So that's what makes me a little bit different, I think, to most other YouTube channels. That is a big deal, I think, and it's very important to me that I get you accurate information. So of course this is brilliant news, but if you didn't see one of my previous videos about Ford, this is a bit of a twist, and this is a bit crazy. They're basically making all of their dealers pay $1.5 million as a blanket cost, regardless of where they are in the country or whether it's very rural or in the middle of a major city. It doesn't matter. If you want to sell our electric cars, you need to pay us $1.5 million to be on the tier. They have a couple of options of tiers to be on the tier that is basically the only option. You know, the other cheaper tiers are kind of totally pointless. So they're not, no one's really joining them, really. The numbers are tiny. So this is a big deal. Probably not very talked about. I'm kind of shocked that it's not all over the mainstream media. It's kind of bonkers. I'll put a link to my description in the description to my video about this. So whilst some of their thoughts aren't making any sense to anybody, sometimes they surprise us, actually. So a good example, another example, do any of you remember when they originally released the Ford Focus EV? You've probably never even heard of it, and you've probably not seen one. I've seen one ever, but it was bonkers expensive. And we thought, generally, I was one of them, and I think a lot of people thought that it was Ford's way of saying, hey, look, EVs don't work. Nobody wants to buy them. They're a bad idea. Nobody wants them. So we'll just keep our allegiance with fossil fuel companies. We all thought that. And now they're doing really well, much better than Toyota and Honda. You know, they really just jumped ahead. So they've done great, miles better than Toyota. They make fantastic cars. Fords are good cars. And Ford really seem to be using their wit these days. Really, they really do. So if you enjoyed the video, please click the like button so that YouTube knows that people are enjoying it. And subscribe for more daily videos about electric vehicles, because I make these videos every day. And if not every day, occasionally I miss a day. But every day. Thanks for watching, everybody.